Hey there, I'm Mastin Kipp, best-selling author of the book Daily Love, Growing into Grace, and creator of Daily Love TV. Welcome to this week's episode. I'm so excited to talk to you this week because we're going to talk about how to create and live your best life now. Not in the future, not in the past, how to live your best life right now. And it really gets down to this. Do you participate in the pattern of horizon living? Do you participate in the pattern of horizon living? What does that mean? It means that you're here, and then somewhere over here on the horizon, it's like one day when I get to that horizon, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to finally love myself. I'm going to be in the relationship of my dreams. Not where I am now, but someday in the future when I get there. When you live in that horizon style living, you cannot live your best life. Because think about that. If you're walking down the horizon and you finally get there, what are you going to see? Another horizon. So you're always going to be living in this horizon, this if-then thinking. So the way in which you live your best life now is to realize that right here, right now, in this moment, it's a blessing and a miracle to be alive, you're breathing, all your needs are met. And how can you begin to embody who you are now? To speak as if your dream and purpose are coming true in the present tense. So instead of saying one day when, we start to say, you know what? I am now creating, whatever that might be. I'm now creating my ideal relationship. I am now creating my purpose. I'm now creating the best body or healthy body to live in, whatever that might be. And so what we have to start to realize is horizon living is a survival pattern, a pattern that holds us back because we don't really have to take action today. We'll take action tomorrow or next week or next month or next year, but never today. So when you bring your life into the present moment, your action and your responsibility and your accountability into the present moment, all of a sudden there's new action to take, and all of a sudden it's vital that you start to face your fears every single day. So think about this. If you've been living in that horizon living where you're living on the horizon rather than where you are today, how can you start to change the story and the behavior to be able to move forward and realize, think about this, if you're living on the horizon where one day you're going to get there, consider that today you are on the horizon that you saw yesterday. Yesterday you were looking to where you are now, and tomorrow you'll be there again. So the question becomes, how can you get fully present, fully here, fully now with your declarations, and most importantly, your intention and your action? Pay attention to the action that you're taking. There's action that you know you have to take. You are wiser than you may seem, and you are smarter than you may seem, and I respect you enough to know that you already know what you got to do. You know if you want to leave the relationship. You know if you want to start your business. You know if it's time to really start to eat healthy food and drink plenty of water. You know if it's time to book that trip or invest in that retreat or that seminar or to start writing your book, whatever it might be. You know it's just been crazy, scary to think about it because you're like, you know what, I can't start now. I have all these stories, all these excuses, all these circumstances. Let me tell you something. You are not defined by your circumstances. You create your circumstances by the choices that you make. And I understand that sometimes the circumstances that you're going through can be very difficult, can be very challenging, but hear me. The universe and life is malleable. You can move it around and rearrange things for your purpose and to really live and step into your destiny, but you gotta start living here and now. No more tomorrow, no more next week, no more next month, no more next year. Get rid of the horizon, realize that you are currently on the horizon, and begin to take courageous action from that place. Don't worry about all the steps and how it's going to unfold. Just take the next right step. Every journey of success is accumulated by just taking the next right step, and then the next right step, and then the next right step. And that momentum produces inspiration and motivation, because motivation and inspiration come as a result of taking action. If you try to get inspired and motivated without taking action, it's going to be a short-term pump up. But the more courageous action you can take, the more you can inch yourself into the direction of your dreams, it's going to motivate you and it's going to inspire you. Please feel free to get a mentor, a structure, and a system to hold your hand through this process. Find someone who can really see your blind spots. You can't do it alone, and you shouldn't have to do it alone. The horizon thinking stops today. How can you get support today? How can you get help today? What courageous action could you take? How could you begin right here, right now, to inch in the direction of your dreams? It doesn't have to be the whole journey at once. It doesn't have to be this huge quantum leap. How can you take one simple, small step today and another one tomorrow. Set yourself up for next week to have an incredible week. The actions that you take this week will determine the quality of your next week. The actions that you take this month will determine the quality of your next month. And the actions you take this year will determine the quality of your next year. And think about this. The circumstances of your life up until now is a preview, is looking back at what the choices you've made up until now. The circumstances of your life that are currently there are based on decisions that you've made in the past. You can make new decisions and create new circumstances. Start by no longer living in horizon thinking. Get present to the here and now. Now, you might be watching this video over on YouTube or over on Facebook. Feel free to come on over to thedailylove.com and leave a comment below this video and let me know how you're going to take bold and courageous action now. What is that next action step? Not the whole plan, not the 3, the 5, the 10-year plan, just the next step. Below this video over on thedailylove.com, feel free to leave a comment. And most importantly, and as always here at Daily Love TV, my deep desire for you is to get out there, take action, and make it real. We'll see you next week.